Okay, so what if I told you that the real secret to success is actually to fail? Yeah, I know. It sounds totally backward, right? But that's the core lesson from Denzel Washington that we're going to break down today. We're about to explore a really powerful way to think about risk, failure, and what it truly means to fall forward in life. Denzel Washington just lays it all out right here with this one powerful idea. He's basically saying, if you're not taking risks, are you even living a worthwhile life? I mean, this single concept is the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. It's a challenge, right? It's a challenge for all of us to stop playing it so small. All right, so let's dive into the first big idea here, falling forward. It sounds simple enough, just a couple of words, but trust me, this concept is going to completely flip everything you thought you knew about failure right on its head.
I mean, really think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, oh, make sure you have something to fall back on? Get that safe job, have a plan B. It's supposed to be comforting advice, right? But Denzel, he comes right out and challenges this. He says he never really got that way of thinking.
In this slide, it just breaks down the two mindsets perfectly. On one side, you've got falling back. That's all about playing it safe, right? Having that safety net, trying to avoid the hit. But here's the kicker. That safety net might be the very thing holding you back. And then you have falling forward. This is about taking those chances, knowing you might fall flat on your face. Because hey, like Denzel says, if you're going to fall, you might as well fall forward and see what you're going to hit.
And this right here is the crucial point. Let's be real. It's not if you're going to fail, it's when. At some point in your life, you are going to lose. You are going to embarrass yourself. You will absolutely 100% suck at something. It's inevitable. And instead of running from that, the message is to just embrace it. Because if you're not failing, you're not even trying.
So check out this story from his own life that just shows this whole idea in action. Early in his career, he auditions for this Broadway musical. He thinks he's perfect for the part, except for one teensy tiny problem. He can't sing. So yeah, obviously, he doesn't get the job. But this is the key part of the story. He doesn't quit. He doesn't fall back on some other plan. He just gets back out there and prepares for the next audition, and the one after that.
I absolutely love this saying. You hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. It's perfect, right? It's so simple, you just have to keep showing up. Keep putting yourself in the position to catch that break. Yeah, you're going to fail, you're going to learn, you're going to try again, and probably fail again, but you stay in the shop. Sooner or later, your turn is going to come.
And here it is, the incredible payoff to that story. 30 years after that failed singing audition, Denzel is back on Broadway. He's starring in the award-winning play Fences. And you want to know the craziest part? He's performing at the exact same theater where he got rejected 3 decades earlier. I mean, come on. What a powerful testament to this whole idea of falling forward and just never ever giving up. So this all boils down to a question for you, for me, for all of us. He says it's not really about talent or training. I mean, lots of people have that stuff. The real question is this. Do you have the guts to fail? Do you have the guts to fall flat on your face, dust yourself off, and get right back up to try again? Okay, so that brings us to our second big idea. Because look, having the guts to fail is absolutely crucial, but it's not enough all by itself. You also need a direction, right? A roadmap. And that's where we get to this idea that dreams, well, they need goals.
And this is such a critical distinction to make. Having a dream is amazing, it's essential. But without concrete, actionable goals, it's really just a wish. It's like having a destination in mind, but no map and no car. It's the daily discipline, those little steps, that consistent hard work. That's what turns a dream into something real.
To really get this, let's look at a couple of examples of what I'd call successful failure. Check out this number, 2,600. Any guesses what that is? That is how many times the baseball legend Reggie Jackson struck out. That's the most in the entire history of the sport. I mean, that is a staggering number of failures. Okay, how about another one? 1,000. What's that? Well, Thomas Edison famously had 1,000 failed experiments before he finally invented the light bulb. Just let that sink in. 1,000 times he tried, and 1,000 times his goal didn't work out.
But here's the thing, right? We don't remember Reggie Jackson for the strikeouts. We remember him as Mr. October for all those home runs. We don't fixate on Edison's 1,000 failures. We celebrate the one success that literally changed the world. Every single one of those failed experiments, every one of those strikeouts, it was all just another step closer to success. And that leads us perfectly into our third and honestly, maybe the most important point of all. This is where we shift the focus away from just our own personal ambitions and onto a much bigger picture. The question becomes, what will you give?
See, the ultimate goal isn't just about making a living. It's about making a difference. It completely flips the script from what can I get out of this life to what can I give? It's all about recognizing the unique gifts you have and then figuring out how you can share them with the world.
And when we talk about giving, let's be clear, it's not just about money. Not at all. It could be your time, your talent. It could be your prayers, your treasures, whatever those are to you. It could just be your patience, your kindness, your love. Whatever your gift is, the real challenge, the real purpose is figuring out how you're going to use what you have to lift others up.
All right, and for our final section, let's get a big dose of reality. Because this whole journey, the one toward achieving your goals and sharing your gifts, it is never a straight line. Ever. In fact, it's usually a super winding, confusing road with a ton of detours.
I mean, just take a look at Denzel's own so-called straight path. He starts college as a pre-med student. He's taking a class called, get this, cardiac morphogenesis, which he freely admits he couldn't even pronounce. So that doesn't work out. Then he switches to pre-law, then to journalism. His GPA just tanks to a 1.8, and the university, well, let's just say they politely suggested he take some time off. This was a real low point for him.
But it was during this time off, while he was just working in his mom's beauty shop, that this totally pivotal moment happens. An older woman, someone he didn't even know, looks him right in the eye and gives him this prophecy. She tells him, "Young boy, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." Just imagine hearing that. At his absolute lowest point, these words gave him a new direction, a new purpose.
All right, now I want you to really let this final image sink in, because it's a powerful one. Denzel asks us to picture this. You're on your deathbed, and standing all around your bed are these ghosts. But they're not just any ghosts, they're the ghosts of your unfulfilled potential, the ghosts of the ideas you never acted on, the talents you never used. And they're looking at you, angry and disappointed. Why? Because you were the only person who could have brought them to life, and you didn't.
And that's the ultimate question he leaves us with. A question for you. When your time comes, how many ghosts will be standing around your bed?
So the message couldn't be clearer. Give it everything you've got. And when you stumble, when you fail, because you will, when you inevitably fall, just remember to fall forward.